However, relying on external approval is precarious. It's fleeting and unreliable, shifting with the whims of others. The more we seek validation outside ourselves, the more we drift away from our internal compass. Living authentically means embracing our individuality, even at the risk of displeasing others. It means understanding that our worth is inherent and not defined by external judgments. The opinions of others will always vary. Trying to mold ourselves to fit every expectation is a futile endeavor. Instead, we should focus on cultivating self-awareness and self-acceptance, trusting that living in alignment with our true selves will bring fulfillment. Pain has a way of breaking us open, exposing our vulnerabilities and challenging our illusions of control. But in this breaking, there is also a chance to rebuild, to transform. Pain teaches us to let go of what no longer serves us, to embrace change, and to find strength we never knew we had. Through pain, we learn resilience. Every challenge we overcome adds to our inner strength, preparing us for future adversities. It also teaches us empathy. When we have faced suffering ourselves, we become more attuned to the struggles of others. This shared understanding fosters compassion and connection, reminding us of our shared humanity. Suffering can also be a powerful teacher of gratitude. It often takes losing something to truly appreciate its value. When we emerge from periods of pain, we often find a renewed sense of appreciation for life's simple joys, a sunrise, a kind word, or the company of loved ones. In this way, pain enriches our lives, making us more present and mindful of the beauty around us. To live authentically is to embrace who we are, unapologetically. It is to honor our values, passions, and truths, even when they conflict with societal norms or the expectations of others. This is not an easy path, but it is a fulfilling one. The key is to be committed to the development of our true selves without avoiding them. When we let go of the need to please everyone, we free ourselves to pursue what truly matters to us. We stop wasting energy on trying to fit into molds that were never meant for us. Instead, we focus on building lives that reflect our deepest aspirations and values. This doesn't mean disregarding others' feelings or becoming indifferent to their needs. Rather, it means finding a balance, caring for others without losing ourselves in the process. It means learning to say no when necessary, setting boundaries, and prioritizing our own well-being. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but it is in fact a profound strength. It takes courage to admit our fears, to share our struggles, and to show our true selves to the world. Vulnerability fosters genuine connections, as it allows others to see us for who we truly are, flaws and all. In embracing vulnerability, we also embrace the fullness of life. We open ourselves to both joy and pain, understanding that one cannot exist without the other. We accept that to love deeply is to risk loss. To dream big is to risk failure, and to live fully is to embrace uncertainty. Pain and suffering are inescapable parts of life, but they are also opportunities for growth, connection, and transformation. By reframing our understanding of these experiences, we can find meaning and purpose even in the midst of adversity. We can learn to live authentically, embracing our true selves and aligning our lives with our deepest values. Pain and suffering are inescapable parts of life, but they are also opportunities for growth, connection, and transformation. By reframing our understanding of these experiences, we can find meaning and purpose even in the midst of adversity. We can learn to live authentically, embracing our true selves and aligning our lives with our deepest values. In a world that often prioritizes appearances and external validation, the courage to be vulnerable, to face pain head-on, and to live authentically is a revolutionary act. It is an act of self-love and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Let us choose to see pain not as a burden, but as a teacher, suffering not as a punishment, but as a path to wisdom. In doing so, we embrace the fullness of life and the beauty of our shared humanity. The perils of pleasing everyone, but also the respect of others. People are drawn to authenticity and conviction. When we constantly shift our behavior or opinions to align with the expectations of others, we risk appearing insincere or unprincipled. Authenticity has a magnetic quality. It resonates. It's a natural instinct to want to be liked and accepted by those around us. However, when we attempt to please everyone, we risk losing not only our sense of purpose, but far more of the truth of who we are as a person. As we search for the approval of others, we lose our sense of what is right for us and create stress in our relationships with the ones we persecute. By trying to appease everyone, we dilute our identity and alienate those who might connect with us on a deeper, more genuine level. Constantly striving to make others happy often leads to burnout. Saying yes to every request or demand can stretch us thin, leaving little room to address our own needs. Overcommitting to work, relationships, or obligations in the name of making others feel good can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion. We cannot pour from an empty cup. If we neglect to nurture ourselves, we risk emotional depletion and lose the capacity to support others in meaningful ways. Prioritizing self-care and setting healthy boundaries are essential for maintaining balance and avoiding burnout. The desire to please everyone often stems from a wish to avoid conflict and maintain harmony. Yet conflict, when approached constructively, can be a powerful catalyst for growth and understanding. Disagreements and differing opinions challenge us to think critically, foster creativity, and promote progress. Suppressing our voice to avoid conflict not only stunts personal growth, but also limits the potential for meaningful change. It's through addressing and resolving conflicts that we deepen our relationships and grow as individuals. Instead of focusing on pleasing everyone, we should aim to be true to ourselves. And this doesn't mean being reckless or disrespectful, but it does mean accepting that we cannot control how others perceive us. The most fulfilling relationships are built on mutual respect and understanding, rather than a constant effort to keep others happy. By being honest and authentic, we attract people who resonate with our true selves. These connections are far more enduring and meaningful than relationships built on superficial appeasement. To please everyone ultimately leads to dissatisfaction. It saps our energy, authenticity, and sense of purpose. We must learn to accept that it is impossible to gain universal approval, and that's okay. The key to a fulfilling life lies in aligning our actions with our own values and truths. When we stop seeking external validation, we free ourselves to pursue lives rich in purpose and passion. This shift allows us to cultivate relationships based on authenticity and mutual respect. Living authentically requires courage and a willingness to embrace our imperfections. It means prioritizing our well-being and aligning with our values rather than seeking external approval. By letting go of the need to please everyone, we free ourselves to live lives rich in purpose, passion, and genuine connection. In the end, it's not about pleasing everyone, it's about pleasing ourselves by staying true to who we are. Happiness is often regarded as the ultimate pursuit of human existence. For countless individuals, the search for happiness is not merely a goal, but a lifelong journey. However, what is happiness, and why does it often feel so elusive? Many of us grow up believing that achieving certain milestones, such as landing a dream job, entering a fulfilling relationship, or acquiring material possessions, will unlock the door to perpetual happiness. While these achievements may bring moments of joy or satisfaction, they rarely provide the enduring happiness we seek. The reality is that true happiness is not tied to external circumstances. It is an internal state of being, one that arises from how we perceive and respond to the world around us. This fundamental truth reveals a paradox. Despite the uncontrollable nature of external events, we hold immense power over our emotional well-being. Let us explore how taking responsibility for our happiness can lead to profound transformation. External circumstances such as wealth, status, or relationships are often seen as the key to happiness. Society reinforces this belief by glorifying success, luxury, and romantic love. Yet history and research tell a different story. Countless examples demonstrate that people with abundant wealth or fame can feel deeply unfulfilled, while those with modest means can radiate joy. The reason lies in the fleeting nature of external gratification. When we tie our happiness to external factors, we place ourselves at the mercy of change. Relationships can falter, material possessions can lose their luster, and achievements can feel hollow once the initial excitement fades. True and lasting happiness must therefore come from within. One of the most profound illustrations of peace in chaos comes from the life of Jesus himself. In the Gospels, we find Jesus sleeping on a boat amidst a violent storm. While his disciples panicked, Jesus remained at peace, unbothered by the external turmoil. When the disciples woke him in fear, instead of focusing on what we lack or what's wrong in our lives, we can cultivate gratitude for what we have. Gratitude is a powerful tool that transforms our mindset, allowing us to see the abundance in our lives even amidst challenges. By appreciating the small everyday joys, a kind word, a beautiful sunset, or a moment of peace, we can build a foundation of contentment. Understanding ourselves is crucial for taking responsibility for our happiness. Self-awareness allows us to identify what truly brings us joy and fulfillment. Often we pursue goals that society or others deem important without considering whether they align with our authentic desires. Authenticity means living in accordance with our values and passions. It involves questioning societal norms and forging our unique path. For example, someone might realize that they value time with loved ones over career advancement, or that they derive more satisfaction from creative expression than material success. When we make choices aligned with our true selves, we create a life that feels meaningful and satisfying. Many of us place the burden of our happiness on others, partners, friends, or family members. While relationships can enrich our lives, expecting others to fulfill our emotional needs is both unrealistic and unfair. This dependency often leads to disappointment, as no one can fully understand or meet our internal expectations. By taking ownership of our happiness, we free others from this responsibility and reclaim our emotional autonomy. This does not mean isolating ourselves or rejecting support. Rather, it means recognizing that our emotional well-being is ultimately our own responsibility. Life is dynamic, and change is inevitable. Yet many of us resist change out of fear or a desire for stability. This resistance can keep us stuck in situations that no longer serve us, such as toxic relationships, unfulfilling jobs, or unhealthy habits. Taking responsibility for our happiness requires the courage to embrace change. It involves letting go of what drains our energy and making space for what nourishes us. This might mean setting boundaries, pursuing new opportunities,